Hey guys, Aradia here. I just want to take some time to introduce you all to Peerless Credit Services and why I got started with credit repair in the first place. So I just want to tell you a little story. I was about 22 years old. I went to go file my taxes. I had a small son. He was about 2 years old at the time. I went to go file my taxes, and when the lady got to the end and she went to submit my tax return to the IRS, she said there was a flag. I didn't know anything about what that meant, and she told me I had to call the Taxpayer Advocate Service. So I called them. I called the IRS to find out what was going on, and they told me that somebody had used my identity to work a job and file taxes, and they had received my tax return. At the time, I had no clue about credit. Nothing. I didn't know anything about credit. All I know is you got bills, you paid your bills, and that's it. I come from a background of people that are not too educated about credit themselves. Come from a background of people, when they lights or gas or cable got cut off, they put it in their kid's name. So that's the type of background I came from. So I had no clue myself about credit, how to build it, how to maintain it. So feeling powerless, going through that, having to use some crazy number as a social security number that I had no idea, what all of this meant. I was just determined to find out everything I could about credit. I just wanted to know everything I could know about credit. I had a small son. I needed that tax money. Y'all know how it is. You really depend on that little tax money. So with that being said, I just set out on trying to find out everything I could about credit, because I did not like feeling powerless when it came to my own life, being able to just use my own social security number, having to explain to different people, having to try to work jobs or get apartments or whatever, enroll my son in daycare, whatever the case was, just living life, trying to explain to people that I had been a victim of identity theft, was why I have to use this number that doesn't look like a normal social security number. So with that being said, like I said, I just set out to learn as much as I could about credit, how to build credit, how to maintain credit, how to just control my own life when it came to my credit and my identity. So I say about 10 years. It took about 10 years because, again, I had no idea. So I went to classes, I paid for online seminars, I paid for webinars, I did all kinds of things to learn about credit, fix and rebuild my credit. So it took about 10 years for me to be credit worthy, for me to have enough confidence to say, okay, I know what my credit is. I know how to read my credit report. I know what it means. I know that I have a decent enough credit score. I know what debt to income ratio is. I know about credit enough to say, okay, I can do this. I can get a credit card. I can buy a car. I can buy a house. There are things that I was starting to be able to acquire that I wasn't able to acquire. So with that being said, doing that, I found myself helping other people fix their credit. I would hear them saying things about their credit and what their struggles were. So I found myself helping other people. And that's kind of how Peerless Credit Services was born, was created. through me having a situation where I was victimized with my credit and I had no idea on how to repair or fix it. So I set out to learn everything about it. The name I chose, Peerless, the definition in itself means how can I put this? You guys can look up the definition yourselves, but it means matchless, no equal, sort of like excellent. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but you guys can look up the definition of peerless. And that is the reason why I chose the name Peerless Credit Services, because we all should be living peerless. We all should be trying to live at our best. We all should be trying to be our best selves every day. So that is why I chose the name Peerless. Also, being a Bible-based person, the Bible says that a good man is to leave an inheritance for his children and his children's children. And my son, his name is Peerless. With that being said, I will always honor God's legacy, and I will bestow any wisdom that I have gained, and I will bestow that wisdom upon my child so that he can have that knowledge that God said that we are supposed to have. With that being said, that is just my introduction to Peerless Credit Services. My motto is we are not just a service, but we are a movement. This is not just a service. This is a movement. Why is it a movement? It's a movement because, again, coming from the background that I come from, and still in the environment that I live in and work in, there's a lot of people that don't quite understand credit, finances, debt, money, investments, things of that nature. They just don't quite understand it. Some might know, some don't know, some just like whatever, as long as I'm working and I can pay my bills, and that's fine. But the movement is, I want to empower every single person that I come in contact with that's willing to have an open mind, that's willing to listen. I want to empower you to gain enough knowledge to take control of your own life, your credit, your finances, those things, right? The Bible says the power is in the name, your name. What does your name carry? Your credit out here in the economic world. So with that being said, you want to take care of your credit. You want to take care of your finances so that your name can represent you accordingly. Living peerless. Trying to live your best self every day. And that is what you want your name to represent. And your credit represents you as a person in your name. So you want to take control of that. Also, with it being a movement, we want to empower people. I want to empower people to understand finances, taxes, and investments, and things of that nature. Helping them understand that it's not hard at all. It's actually very simple. It's just that we have not been taught these things in school. So to try to add it into the things that we've been taught and the things that we've taken on as adults and working adults now, it seems a little tedious, like, oh, I don't know, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And that's just really not the case. That has been like propaganda, if you would say, with people saying you got to have a business and you got to do it like this. So you got to, when you're taking care of finances, it's got to be just and so. I mean, it just kind of scares you off a little bit. I don't know, have people just try to make it seem like it's all bleh. But it's not. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun because you get to see the fruits of your labor. You get to see how your efforts can really manifest and grow your financial portfolio, you know, just grow your finances, your credit, just help you get to a better life, help you live peerless. So I want to, that was my introduction to Peerless Credit Services. I just wanted to take the time to introduce you to it, to tell you what it is and why it is I got started and what the movement is. I want to empower everybody to learn as much as they can about credit, finances, investments, banking, and that's what Peerless Credit Services is. We are not just a service. We are a movement. We want to empower people to take control of their lives, because with that empowerment, we can in turn help our families, we can help our communities, we can help our churches, we can ensure that our children will live better than us, because that is all we all want, our children to live better than us. So now we have the opportunity to obtain the knowledge to give to them so that they will live their best lives, and they can ensure that their children will live their best lives, because that is the law of the Lord. Yes or yes, right? So I just want to encourage you all to just stay diligent in your studies. Go to my website, www.peerlesscreditservices.com. There you can click on the links to the 750 credit plan. It gives you modularized training courses with videos and PDF downloads where you can learn all about your credit, how to read your credit report, how to fix and repair your credit report. There's also a link on there where it shows you how, within the 750 credit plan, it shows you income shifting. And that, I really want to get into income shifting, but I just wanted to introduce you all to Peerless Credit Services right now. Income shifting, a whole nother segment. I will get with y'all, so make sure y'all tune in. That segment you don't want to miss. So with that being said, okay, income shifting, you're going to learn income shifting within the 750 credit plan. It shows you how to minimize your taxes with correcting your W-4 withholding. It shows you how to minimize your debt. It shows you how to invest with an investment calculator. There's all kinds of tools in there to show you how to really take control of your credit and your finances. So I want you guys to go to www.peerlesscreditservices.com, click on the 750 credit plan link, or scroll down and click on the links under income shifting and gather as much information as you can about income shifting until we do the next segment on income shifting. It is so powerful. So I'm going to let you guys go. I thank you for watching this video. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you go to the website and live peerless.